Hello, vlog. It has been a lot of time since I last talked. It is January 24th, which is a Monday, 6:27 p.m. right now. It has been another long day, but a good day. Been feeling a lot more rested. I did get more of a break this weekend. Last week was the release of Shirin's new single, Out of Stolen Identity, so that's out now. A lot of great feedback so far, and it's exciting. I'm glad that she's happy with the release, and yeah, it's a good music video. It's very well done, high quality, like video quality, and it's about her own story as she's a woman who, growing up was told that, having a child is everything as a woman, and, you need to have a child. And over time, she just kept going through miscarriages, and her body just can't carry a child, which is very sad. But in the same time, it was more difficult because of the shame of not being able to. So I think her story is something that many people can relate to. It's definitely more therapeutic and more of her way of expressing her deep feelings of having to go through that kind of experience all over again. So that's why it's called Again and Still. And it's a beautiful song, so please go check it out. I'll link it as well. Other than that, things for TONG have been good. Like, we realized that, maybe it wasn't the right time for us to submit for that grant and to actually wait for a more developed application, a stronger application, with the help of someone who can grant write. So I found someone in Germany who I'm going to meet with tomorrow. We're going to talk, and I'm going to share with her about the project, and I'm excited to meet her. She is based in Germany. She is great at writing in English and both German, so I'm super excited to meet with her and just get more help with this grant because I got other things to do. So there's that. The music remix agreement has been signed, and so they're off. That label is off going to start promoting the single, and I'm super excited to share it with you guys. It's a big deal. Until it's actually fully out there, I will announce who it's with, but it is a good remix deal, and super excited for Tong to be able to have that under his belt now. I had a very great, wonderful meeting with someone from New York. He owns and works for PR company, like to work with emerging artists, but also has their own established roster. And we met previously last year, just online, and talked a lot about Tong, and he was very much interested in his work. And now that we finally have a release plan coming together, and I shared what that looks like, he was super excited and loved the single that we want to put out with this kind of EP release. So yeah, I think we're just gonna stay in communication because we're still kind of planning it all out along with that grant I mentioned. So I thought that was really interesting because I remember learning about sharing your publicity campaign, your plans with those, and having a marketing plan ready. So I think all of those kinds of things are super important when releasing music. Having that plan in place, making it easy enough to explain to other people, to pitch it to them, to get them on board, and especially getting them to listen to the song. It's really affirming to hear positive feedback on the single that you're trying to release, and someone feeling very passionate about the music. So I'm super grateful to have that meeting, and just I'm excited again. But again, at the same time, I did mention this earlier that Tong and I will no longer be working together after April. And this is more like a business decision to benefit both of us. He really needs support in Germany to grow there. I don't foresee a lot of touring yet, especially for musicians coming from Europe to North America, unless you have a super big budget. And right now, we're still at a point where, he's growing. You need to be smarter with the way you spend the money. And I especially think it's better for him to grow where he's at, be seen, get out there, do more shows, and that's how he'll naturally find the support that he needs. He just hasn't had that strong of an opportunity yet. And not that it's saying anything about our business and what we're doing. I think we did the best that we can. We actually have a lot to show for it. It's just that, again, this is just my side business, and I would love to have the backing of a label and supporting the artists that I work with, but at the same time, I also have to be realistic at where I'm at, and knowing that my strengths, where I come from, I have marketing, digital marketing, I have events experience, and now I've got music campaign PR experience. And where I'm lacking is the actual touring experience that I could support him with, especially not being in Germany, not speaking the language. It just doesn't make sense for the next steps for him, that I would love for him to work with someone there. I I do want to keep it open, down the line there could be an opportunity again to work closely again together, and I just want what's best for both of us. So I think that is where we're at right now. Yeah, and I think that even though it was a sad, weird time, like last week or 2 weeks ago when they first shared that, but now I've thought a lot about it, and I just feel like there's kind of a lightness to everything that I do now. I don't feel so weighed down. Not that I was being weighed down. It was just just knowing that I just can't give what I know I should give, and having to make the decision to let go has released me of this anxiety. So I'm super appreciative that he listened, and he understood, and he was willing to agree to this. So anything, all I can say is that I'm super grateful for that experience, for the experience we've had together, and we will continue for the next few months, especially with like this grant, and with just making sure he's got the things he needs to move forward. He has a team to help him, and I guess the next step is just me trying to find a label manager or someone who's interested in working with him, like in that kind of capacity. So, or providing the tools for him to move forward. I think that would be really good. Okay, so that was Tong. Porch front. I feel like I'm kind of behind because, it's been heavy with the artist's work, but vlogging especially has taken a little bit of a backseat. I know that I want to get back to it, and yeah, I just got to keep doing it when I can. So hopefully I get back to a regular schedule. And I've just had a York Region Arts Council meeting tonight, and it was a good meeting. It was great, and I am really like really excited, and just super grateful for seeing what it's like behind the scenes of a pretty esteemed organization, and to be a part of the board of directors for it. It's a lot. It's a big learning curve for me, but I know down the line it's great. This is an awesome opportunity. I'm trying to take notes where I can, and trying to understand, and asking questions and not feeling stupid to ask a question because, it's my first time being a part of it, so I should ask questions. So yeah, I'm just kind of taking it easy, trying to slowly get myself involved where I can. Also, being more mindful of like not taking on more than I should, which I know I should do from now on, and trying to get more help. So learning to delegate and saying no to certain things. And then Shireen, oh man, it's been such a busy time with Shireen, which is great. Except like, whoa, there's a lot. We're still trying to hire someone. We had to postpone the interviews, so I have to follow up with them this week to schedule. Trying to get PR help as well for Shireen. And my feeling is that it's actually better if I try to find a publicist in Australia. But at the same time, the person that I just talked to today, I should have brought it up. I don't know why I didn't. Well, it was a very targeted thing, and he was more so at the beginning interested in Tong's work, but maybe I could try to pitch him something for Shirin as well, because we want publicity, we want the help, we just need the connections, and I don't know if he's got the connections in Australia to do it. That's why I'm kind of looking for more so for a publicist in Australia. And I have to follow up with those emails I sent. One did, one said no. So I have to keep going and trying to find someone. Also, we're trying to apply for a grant for her too. And I think we're at a point where maybe she has to go for a different kind of a grant. It might not really work out well with the one we thought we would do. So I've asked her to talk to the grant body to ask a few questions just to make sure we're applying for the right thing for our project. So gotta wait to hear back from her, and I have a meeting with her tonight in about 20 minutes. Natra. Oh my god, there's so many artists, so many things. We are going to apply for factor funding, and I'm pretty excited for it. And the funding that they're granting is about $2,000, which really would go towards the support towards sound production, and possibly with the video, at least the pre-production for the video he wants to do. So we're gonna get to that. Try to get to that. He has been working really hard on building up his TikTok presence. Instagram we have to get back on and just get it going. But overall, it's been good. It's been good progress, and it's the beginning stages. So I'm sure spring, summer is going to be busy for me here. And now I have a car and I can drive, I can do things, I can actually be like a tour manager and go to shows. So hopefully we can get shows and submit, and there's so many things, and I just want to give him the proper time that I can give. So hoping that this week I've kind of laid out my schedule for the week. It's worked out again today. It's been really productive today. Amazing. And while I have tried to do the 5 a.m. wake up, it is not working. So what works is 6. I can do that. 5 is just like, why? Why would I do that? I don't need to do that. So yeah, that is what we're going to do. Tomorrow I've got a few more meetings. One with Tong, one with a grant writer. So at least then it won't be as late as tonight. Yeah. And I've got a few meetings later in the week with an old friend from high school who is also an artist manager, and he's also a musician and producer himself. I'm excited to actually, hear from him. It's been, oh my god, when did we graduate? It's been like 10 years, maybe even more, since we ever talked. So that's cool. We've been kind of following each other online, and it's awesome to actually get in touch and hear about what other people are doing, especially in the music industry. Yeah, so that's it for the day as a little catch up. I will update as I go through the week and let you know what happens, but that's it for now. Have a good night, and I'll